field as we check the leaderboard. Aaron Wise is your leader. He's at 18 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, right there with a shot to win it on this Sunday, just 2 shots off the lead. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 13th hole. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So now just a short one left for her eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
He's made one of these already. Another look now for eagle. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Easy does it there. It's a birdie at 14. And she'll move now to 19 under. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. How about the touch there? Beautifully done. Chance now for another birdie. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And she'll move to an even 20 under par. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. This looks really good.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves and just deliberately hit it on another tee box. But you never know. Might get away with it. Another excellent shot from around the green.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And she'll move it to 21 under for the tournament. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. And now our co-leader with problems here off the tee. That ball going to settle down into the thick stuff. Yeah, not a great lie, and that's on the green, but with work to do. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a bit of right to left break on this, but that's certainly not the focus. It's a steep slope, so you've got to concentrate and make sure you get this up to the hole.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she'll hold tight at 21 under par. Onto the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in two. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. What a good shot that is. Home and two on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, yeah. Second eagle of the day. This one coming here at 18. And that will be a final round score of 61. Talk about finishing strong. Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich. And I think that to answer you simply, it's huge. But to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they chip in on the last? So you work just as hard, if not harder, for the second one. And then when that happens, you feel validated and you feel finally over the hump.
EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. From Chambers Bay Golf Course, just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's first round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. So let's get out to the action as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 fifth. So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played, what got there. There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you've got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude. That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and she'll remain at even par. Getting set to hit the tee shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
There's a nice dune down that left side that sort of gives you a good line that you can work the ball off here. But remember, this is a links golf course, so you don't try and fight Mother Nature because she'll always win. So just anything down the left, let that ball sort of kick its way back towards the middle of the fairway. A lengthy par 4, though, at 495.
All right, in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
She's left herself with 144 yards to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. This is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hummocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize it's a fairly generous fairway. there's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance, not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Look here at birdie.
Yeah, it's just very slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to move more than a ball or so to the right.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th, and she'll remain at 2 under. Really good mix of holes here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, we finished this front side with a par 3 after just having come off that long par 5.
And it's a beauty too. The tee is some 100 feet up in the air, so you get a great view of this magnificent golf course, and you realize why it's called a true links. This green here, though, it looks rather daunting, well bunkered on the right side, but you can see enough of it. And once again, links, use the bounce, and you can still kick one in there close.
That's a quality shot right there, just left of the hole, and a birdie opportunity coming up. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Oh, that just skirts the outside edge. That's a tough break. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. Our featured golfer here today. Had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about him.
EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. Today from Chambers Bay in Washington, live second round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Tyrrell Hatton is on top. He's at 6 under par. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
She's got 149 yards left to the hole. Tough to generate spin from this lie with so much rough.
This one looks right on point.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Even the short ones can jump up and get you sometimes. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiowa Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Frank, this tournament here at Kiowa, a special one, no question in its own right.
That's really the definer of the best in the game, and it also rounds. I would put it down to an old cliche: tomorrow never comes. Right? We always live in today. And if you have to resist looking forward, we know a huge event is going to be the following week. But really, as an athlete, you have to get better day by day. So the goal today is to be a better player today than what you were yesterday. Tomorrow, which I know I just said never comes, you've got to do the same thing again.
Ten-foot putt left. Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And she's going to fall here to +1. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run-up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Now to the third hole. The par 4 is 390 yards. You're going to drive across the marsh. The fairway is expansive. Really, the challenge here is that approach shot. It's a tabletop green. If you miss it, it will be a hard-earned 4, I promise.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Yeah, pretty stylish right there. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. Frank, this is the hardest hole on this outward side, a place where you can let the big dog, as they say, let the big dog eat, let it rip.
Yeah, but you still have to be cautious here because you've got to get the ball solid. It's a long carry just to get over the wetlands. And then there's 3 bunkers down that right side. Perfectly placed, all for a different length of a tee shot.
Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. Facing 29 feet. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And she's going to drop to 1 under par. Par 3 fifth here is 207 yards. It's one thing to hit the green, but it's another to navigate it. If you're on the wrong side, you might have a difficult time just 2-putting. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Second shot now, here at the par 3. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. This is a good par 4, the 6. Frank, what's the right way to attack here, beginning with the tee shot?
Well, most people look at this hole and they want to aim a little right, but I'd rather be in that sandy area on the left than the thick rough, to be honest. So this is where a practice round often helps. Get a nice line, but challenge the left, but don't go too far left. Got it?
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
Well, that tee shot took some working out. The breeze was coming off the left, made the adjustment, and it is absolutely fine now.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
122 is the number. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and she'll stay at 1 over. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a real good day out there.
It could be a short week, Rich.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean Course at Kiowa Island, it's live second-round coverage of the Carolina Open. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He shows the way at 7 under. For the golfer we'll be following, work to be done here as they'll start play a couple of shots below the projected cut line. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and the break here from right to left is the main consideration. It's fairly flat overall. You've got to consider the line.
Gave that one a little too much credit, and it missed on the high side. So that's in for par to start this backside. And she's going to stay at +2. Par 5 11th, and another scoring opportunity here early on the backside, Frank.
This par 5, it looks very easy to hit it down the left side, but in actual fact, you've got to aim a little down the right side, and the reason why is this fairway actually kicks or cambers from right to left. So anything down the middle, chances are it's going to finish in the rough. Find the fairway, then this hole opens up.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Pretty good look here. 18 feet for eagle. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And she'll crawl back to 1 over for the tournament. Next up, the par 4 12th at 484 yards. The fairway here is one of the most generous on the course, but the closer you get to the hole, the more that lagoon and bunker start to make their presence felt. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony. A great result in the fairway.
Oh, you'd love a second shot like this on every hole, wouldn't you? Something just under 100 yards, something easy to dial in. I mean, there wouldn't be a flag you wouldn't hit at.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And her score is going to stay right where it is. 2021 PGA Championship. This par 4 13th hole was a nightmare for a number of players, including Louis Oosthuizen and the eventual champion, Phil Mickelson. What makes it so hard, Frank?
There's nothing comfortable on this hole, Rich. It's actually one of my favorite holes. And one of the reasons why, you see the sort of sandy bunkery area there on that left side, all perfectly in play for a tee shot. So now the decision is, do I hit it short of them? If I do, I have a longer second shot. Do I challenge them? Well, if I don't find the fairway, now I'm in bigger problems. And that's just the tee shot. The second shot, that water laps almost right up to that right edge of the green. I think it's a great par 4. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So from the rough, Iona's down there.
131 yards to the front of the green. 140 yards to get you to the flag. Ball sitting in the rough, needs to be careful of that flyer.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And And their score's going to stay right where it is. The par 3 14th, one of the most beautiful holes on the Ocean course, but also one of the most treacherous at 238 yards. Miss the green here, and you could easily be staring at bogey or worse. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. 19 feet away. Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. That's going to get her back to level par for the tournament. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. That's up the left side. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
152 yards left for him. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, that's not too bad from that far back. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And her score is going to stay right where it is. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows? If you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Ocean course at Kiowa Island Golf Resort, live third-round coverage of the Carolina Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Novello is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. The tee shot left her here on the par 3. Now a long one for her second.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots are just as important.
Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And she's going to stay in -3. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area that you need a ladder to get in and out of. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards.
No, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And she'll move 4 under par. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions. But you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in 2 sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway. You are playing a great par 5.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And she'll move now to 5 under par. You think TPC Sawgrass has Pete Dye's most diabolical par 3 17th? This one is a close second at 223 yards. It is a full carryover water to a green that slopes left to right towards the water. If you try to play it safe and go left, 2 deep bunkers are there to make life difficult. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now this, her second into this par 3. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And she's going to hold on at 5 under. Time to get it to the house. Here we are at the par 4 18. Look, championship level golf. Frank, you know this. You contended at the majors. You want a hard-earned par on that final hole. And this is every bit of it.
And more, that's for sure, too. When you stand on this tee, it's over 500 yards long as par 4. And to remember the rest of the golf...
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That will make this a sub-70 round of 69. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiowa Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top here at 10 under par. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Oh, just the strike, the sound of it, and the ball does the rest. Great shot.
A 4-footer here for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And with it, she's got it now to 8 under par. Par 3 14th here at the Ocean Course. Just gorgeous, but it is treacherous. You're exposed to the wind up there on the green, and you might need to hit, I don't know about lumber, but low iron at a minimum, Frank. This is a great hole.
It certainly is. It can play as long as 240 yards, but it's one of those holes, too. If you were aware of the fact that most of the field's going to play it in 3.5 or 4 shots, you would take 3 every single day. Well, I'm going to tell you now, that's exactly what they do in this hole. Don't try and make it 2. Take a 3. You will gain on the field. Listening?
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. The 15th is a par 4 at 466 yards. The landing area is a little more benign than some of the other par 4s on the course, but missing left up near the green is where the score could really start to add up. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
9 feet left here for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And she'll move to 9 under par. The final par 5 of the round comes here at the 16th. You'd be forgiven for turning this into a 3-shotter, because whatever you do, you will need to avoid that deep area left of the green. Uh-oh, this is well left.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
That ball went straight down into the heavy rough.
just hit it way too hard. And you don't get enough spin on the ball, it is going to fly out of that lie.
It is always so hard to judge the flight coming out of that kind of lie.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
21 feet from pay dirt. Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And she'll drop back to 3 shots off the lead. Now to one of the most famous holes in recent major championship golf, the 17th, the par 3. And Frank, I don't want to plant seeds of doubt. But when I stare at this hole with the water, I'm thinking about disaster and calamity. It's all right there, isn't it?
It's all happened here, Rich. This hole has a memory. The first time we ever saw it on TV was in the 1991 Ryder Cup. And it was the deciding hole. So many of the best players in the world actually found water. For example, even just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchio? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes. But this one, you just try and survive.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And she'll get a stroke back. Well, you know you're playing a great hole when Pete Dye, one of the greatest architects of all time, and the man who dreamed up this magnificent ocean course here at Kiowa Island, when Pete Dye said, this is his favorite hole. Enjoy it. I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect. And a good result as well. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Yeah, really not a whole lot in this. Maybe just started around the left edge, but it's fairly flat all the way.
Oh, never in doubt. Back-to-back birdies to close things out. And this will be a strong final round score of 67. So after the tournament-altering birdie at 18, we'll head to extra holes to decide a champion. No winner yet. We'll keep going until we get one or until the sunlight fades. But for now, it's on to another sudden death hole. No winner yet. We'll keep going until we get one or until the sunlight fades. But for now, it's on to another sudden death hole. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiowa Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, we've got a tie at the top. So let's get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the par 5 16th hole. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
That's good technique, and that is right around 5 feet. Not too bad. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. This is another of Pete Dye's toughest holes, the par 3 17. It can get stretched out close to 240 yards in length. It's got a green that's nearly 50 yards in length. It's got water. It's got bunkers. It's got it all. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. This will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. and she's going to hold on at -10.
Frank, as a competitor, what's the importance of getting it to the house in a clean fashion with a good, hard-earned 4 on a hole like this?
It's imperative, Rich. First of all, you have to minimize your mistakes in any sport. And the fact that scoreboard pressure also accounts for something, but this is just a great golf course. We're finally seeing a golf course where you see every club in the bag actually being hit. So get it in, sign that scorecard, and be proud of it.
Yeah, that's going to work just fine. In the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win them the tournament. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, so she'll finish that off for her par here at 18. And that will write an end to the round here today. So this, a tremendous week of golf. And in the end, for our featured player, Frank gets a 3rd career victory.
And a good one. They're starting to come a little quicker. I think confidence is starting to grow. It'll be really interesting these next 12 months to see if they can absolutely springboard from this position.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look.
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the colour? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. And it was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. The leader right now is Adam Long. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer ready to begin the quest for a green jacket. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11.
The Masters.
So here we go. Those first 10 holes were memorable enough in this first professional round at Augusta National, but now here's where things really start to get interesting. Frank, you know it as well as anyone. This is where you call the Masters every year. After this tee shot, it is a first trip through Amen Corner.
And right you are, Rich. A lot of people think Amen Corner is 11, 12, and 13. And the water, which is Rays Creek, that protect the back of the screen and then leads into the 12th hole. So it's an amazing card. I think it's a special card in golf. Number one, you feel privileged to be able to play the golf course, let alone compete in the Masters. But it's also where all the action invariably seems to start at Augusta National.
Frank, this is one of the moments you dream about, and you would know this from a very young age. First Masters appearance as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom to win the green jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but to steal a line from Al Michaels and just sort of pass along the golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before. And you just go back 2022, Scotty Scheffler came in hot, playing well. Should have been the man to beat, but we looked at all those other players. When you're world number one and you've already won 3 tournaments in, 4 weeks, you might as well be 4 and 5. And that's exactly what it is. Come in with a hot hand, play well, don't worry. Let everybody else worry about all the talking and who the favourites are. Just get out there and play some good old-fashioned good golf. And I tell you, that stands up against anybody.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. So that brushed in for a par here at 11. And she's going to stay at +2. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek, you're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. Okay, that one's dancing. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, this is pretty much as straightforward as you could ask for from this distance. Start it online. It's got a good chance of finding the cup.
Nope. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Now to hole number 13, Azalea. And this one looks a bit different than years past. It is still a par 5, but changes for the 2023 Masters have moved the tee back quite a ways, a full 35 yards, to change the total length from 510 to 545. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Well, had the distance right, just a little bit offline to the left.
And a little bit left, too, with this third shot.
Great place to miss the green behind. Still have a fighting chance to get up and down.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. On to the 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker. The terraced green is the challenge here. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
Way off the mark, misses the green to the right. There's 5 feet left. Okay, good putt. On a par here at 14. And she's got to hold on here at even par. golfer we had our eye on. No other way to say it, Frank. Just not a real good day out there.
It could be a short week, Rich. We can...
From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, live second round coverage of the season's first, and many say most coveted, major championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The leader right now is Adam Long. He's currently at 8 under. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Round 2 here at the Masters, an important day in the life of this young golfer. Played reasonably well yesterday in that first ever professional round here. Now, the goal, you'd have to think, tighten a few things up, maybe putt just a little bit better, and you're going to be around for the weekend in a major championship.
I would say the start, too, is important today. You know, the opening holes become more difficult over the last few years, and that opportunity at 2 and 3, the par 5 and the short or nearly drivable third, the goal has to be to get under par quickly today.
Just going to sneak on by.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and she'll remain at even par. So, Frank, this, as we've mentioned, our golfer's second professional round here at Augusta National. You finished 4th here back in 1996. Curious, how long did it take you before you started to kind of get comfortable with the layout and the contours of the greens and all the nuances that you have to become familiar with in order to be successful here?
Well, I certainly don't think you want to get complacent, but to answer your question, I never really felt totally comfortable, but what did help was playing with experienced players. Line at all these flags, and then when you look at a seasoned player, they're looking for humps and hollows. What's around the hole? In other words, the flag stick is a destination, not necessarily the target. Once I started to learn that, then I realized how you could play Augusta National, and the more players you play with, whether it's a Ballesteros or a Tom Watson, you started to see that was the one common denominator with all the people that was successful around Augusta National. Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Fly looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. That finished off for par here with the second. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Down to the short par 4 third, only 350 yards. I think one of the more underrated holes on this golf course. We know those 5 pars plus the 12th on that second 9 get so much attention, and rightly so. But this is a wonderful hole, strategic, and you need some touch here. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
Tough to see any break in this, maybe slightly to the right, putting back up the hill, so gotta keep up the speed.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And their score's going to stay right where it is. Next up, the stout par 3 fourth here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green. This fourth green is a tough one to hit, and that one going to wind up a bit too long. This going to be her second shot now at the par 3. This from about 10 feet. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And she'll drop to 3 over. So this is always a disappointment. Our featured golfer, the rookie, not going to play the weekend here at this major championship.
It's a series of...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the famed Harbortown Golf Links in South Carolina, it's opening round coverage of the RBC Heritage. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. Luke List is on top. He's on the move early at 5 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Frank, great to be back here at the RBC Heritage in this wonderful golf course. This tournament's been played the week after the Masters since 1983. And we're a featured golfer here. Unable to add the green jacket to the closet, but they come into this one with a chance to earn that spiffy red plaid jacket given to the winner here this week.
I don't know about spiffy, but going along with that trophy on 18, that would be well received. But, Augusta last week with those wide open fairways, this is totally different. This is a straight hitter's paradise here at Hilton Head, so maybe it's a better fit.
Frank, such a distinctive stop on tour, unlike anything we see all year. This great tournament has been played here at Harbortown since 1969. It's an original Pete Dye design with a little help from Jack Nicklaus. What does it take to be successful here?
I'm going to say patience, but that from a different point of view to what most people think, Rich. The fact that you have to hit the ball pretty much in the same place on every hole. That doesn't matter if you're a 300-yard hitter or a 250-yard hitter. There's various choke points in these fairways, so everybody finishes up playing their second shots from roughly the same position.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, opening round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's rolling early at 8 under par. We'll join the action on the tee at the par 3 11. Frank, this is such a cool venue for a golf tournament out here in Mesquite, Nevada. What a difference from a week ago at Harbortown in South Carolina with those narrow fairways and trees everywhere. Wolf Creek, looks like you can let it rip.
That's for sure. I grew up in New Zealand. We didn't have these canyons and wide open spaces, and certainly, the wildlife running around. So for me, I thought it was sort of awe-inspiring, just seeing America's beauty at its best. But you're right, dramatically different from Hilton Head.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and she'll remain at 2 under. This is an exciting hole, 560-yard par 5-12. There is water down the left side of the fairway and right of the green. If you keep it dry, keep it in play off the tee, but then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2. and spark some fireworks. She's got this one started up the right side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Not much left here for birdie. Oh my goodness, how does that stay out? Okay, that one in for par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Well, this is all about temptation at 350 yards, this 13th here at Wolf Creek with a dogleg to the right. If you're a long hitter, you're thinking about it. Maybe you're going to cut the dogleg and try to drive the green, but keep in mind, if you miss it to the right, wave goodbye to your golf ball. Oh, this is tugged way left. I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Good day, mate.
Yo, zombie. This damn game's addictive as hell, man.
Oh, a miss there. That is way right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
153 yards left to the hole. Ball sitting in the left rough, but has created a good angle to the hole cut on the right side.
That is a proper iron shot. Good full swing, too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. Don't you just love a really short par 3? This 15th is only 125 yards. Maybe grip down on a wedge, clip it just perfectly, stuff it in there close and make it 2. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, second to the par 3.
Just nothing really on that chip shot. Just, it's a waste.
Oh man, the speed.
Oh
was
man,
spot on.
this one's
Good
beat me up
putt.
bad.
Nothing to show for it.
How's the day been so far, mate?
Okay, a bogey here at the 15th.
Well, I made it to the
And she's
Masters.
going to drop to 2 under par.
I flunked out of it. Keep messing with my skill set. That's golf. It's tough. You know how it is.
The leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though. Or
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club,
I did win
live
2 or 3
second-round
tournaments.
coverage of the Mesquite Classic. But if we see more of
The
what we
Masters.
witnessed yesterday, we're in
The day,
for a
mate.
heck of a battle these next
How's
3
the day
days.
been
as we
so
show
far,
you the
mate?
current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting here at the par 5 5th hole. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. It's in. It's an albatross. I mean, all day long, every day. Yes, birdies and pars and bogeys, but almost never an albatross. And there it is. Next up, 447-yard par 4 sixth. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it. Really, you have to credit the tee shot because that was huge. Great position, but the touch, every bit as good. Beautiful shot.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And she'll get it to 7 under. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. A chance for a great round to get even better. This for eagle. Yes, a great putt there following the monster drive, and it's an eagle 2 here at the par 4. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Okay, safely aboard. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter, too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. And chance, too, to have a little birdie at the end of your foot. That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway. And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
If only they could all be that short. Very well played there. And it results in an easy birdie. So for our featured golfer, Frank, they're in good position here for the weekend. Just a couple of shots back of our leader.
Basically, it's just birdie, bogey, and they're tied. I think that's the way we've got to look at it come tomorrow.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the desert town of Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's third-round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. A leader is the Englishman Tyrrell Hatton. He currently sits at 12 under par. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. No laying up with that swing. This is all or nothing. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. That one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she'll remain 2 shots off the pace. We arrive now at the beautiful but treacherous par 3 8th, another one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, playing a stout 248 yards with a creek that wraps around the green from front to back. Important to hit your mark here. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And she's going to hold on at -10. Finishing up the front side here at Wolf Creek with the 390-yard par 4 9. Bit of a breather here. Time to pull out the big stick and let it rip. Find the fairway. And a birdie is definitely in play. Wind starting to push this one a little left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Well, safely on, but that's going to be a long way away. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Be very happy with that one.
Yeah, lag putt, I mean, really, it's unrealistic to try and make those. So anytime you can two-putt from there is a good result.
Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And she'll drop back to 3 shots off the lead. The par 4 10th, and Frank, what's the right way to attack this hole?
A little deceiving off the tee here, Rich, because you don't see the full width of the fairway because of the desert down the right side. You do see those bunkers down the left. 280 yards take them completely out of play. And it's a fun green, obviously protected by those bunkers on the left and that little one-pop bunker on the right. But be aware of the contours of this green and just be aware, too, where they stick the flag. In that front section, then this is certainly a birdie hole.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
She's looking at 151 yards left to the hole, pin sitting on the left half of the green.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
17-foot putt here. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And she'll remain at 9 under. Here now at the 215-yard par 3 11th, another elevated tee shot, meaning it usually plays shorter than the yardage. A miss right is definitely better than a miss left. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Good concentration there to save her par. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. Now to the par 5 12th. Pretty big hole with a really big green.
and a really good blue area to the left called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. So for the golfer we've been watching, it will all be on the line tomorrow. It is a tie atop the leaderboard after 50. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, we present live final round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's at 15 under. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th.
They've all been going straight up until that one. A little bit of a test coming up.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And she'll get it to 13 under. Certain holes in golf, you just want to pull out the phone and snap a picture and just soak it all in. This is one of those holes, the 14th at Wolf Creek, 444 yards. Spectacular, isn't it? Oh, that is way right. Solid. A good drive in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
It's just a flip left in. She's left herself with 124 yards to the hole. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
18-footer. Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Where was that going? Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And she'll fall here to 12 under. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
That one safely on the putting surface. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Might overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. That one polished off for bogey, and it's going to drop her down to 11 under par. All right, into the finishing stretch here at Wolf Creek with the par 4 16th at 393 yards. This one requiring a good drive over the canyon. If you do put that in play, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards. That's a high-quality shot right there. A 5-footer now for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And she'll move to 12 under par. This is a terrific hole right here at Wolf Creek. All the risk reward you want in a great par 5. The 17th is 562 yards. If you can bomb your drive, it goes all the way down the hill. That'll give you a chance to get home in 2. But if not, beware, that ball could come back into the lake. Oh, that is left. That's going to need to hang on. Oh, I thought that ball might just have a chance of staying dry, but no such luck as that kicks into the hazard. Okay, so the penalty stroke added. She'll take her drop and get set to play her third shot. This one's looking good.
Well, that is a proper iron shot. Good full swing, too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Yes, and good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdie's at 16 and 17. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. This is a cool finishing hole here at Wolf Creek, just 307 yards, a shorty. And it's probably a fairway wood or a hybrid off the tee. What presents a problem, that approach shot. Waterfall on the left, it looks nice, but you just want to stare at it. You don't want to hit your shot there. Deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a funky green that is really a challenge. This is an excellent finishing hole. Oh, not holding back. This is a big swing.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. You betcha. Birdie's at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. And that will make this a final round, 71. So, Frank, not quite enough to get the job done in the end, but I think you'd agree titles are nice, but if you can rack up top 5 finishes, you're going to do just fine.
Especially when you have a strong field like we saw today. So I think top 5.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Evian Resort Golf Club in France, it's opening round coverage of the French Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. On top is Hideki Matsuyama. He's come into this one on fire at 10 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to close the deal this week after a strong top 5 finish a week ago. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 12th. Frank, you and I have been fortunate. We've been around the globe calling golf, from Torrey Pines to Thailand, from Malaysia to Mayakoba. But now here we are at beautiful Evian Resort in France.
Way to say it, Rich, it's anything but watered down. Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
146 yards left to the hole. Ball sitting down. Needs to get a little bit steep to dig it out.
Now, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. And that'll do just fine.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. So, a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And she'll fall back down to 1 under. Here now at the longest par 4 of the course, the 503-yard 13th. Dogleg left with bunkers on either side of the fairway. A miss left off the tee will make it almost impossible to hit the green in 2. So, right to right center of the fairway is where you want to be.
It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
Another example of excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
And a dead straight look here. Very little break, just has to get it on line.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. This is a big par 3 right here. The 14th is 244 yards. Doesn't play all of that because the tee, as you can see, is elevated. That green happens to be well protected by 3 bunkers on the right. The winds can be an issue here, so there's a lot going on. This will take your best shot. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Eight-foot putt here. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. That one safely in for a bogey. That's going to drop the back down to even par. Well, coming off that long par 3 14th, here's a chance maybe to get one back if you tripped up on the previous hole. This 15th is a par 5, and it's only 529 yards, so it is reachable in 2. Gonna work this up that left-hand side. That will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you can't ask for more from a tee shot here on 15. A great angle now to take on those 2 fairway bunkers on the high point. Carry those and you'll get hot down towards the green.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Champions Course at the Evian Resort Golf Club, live second-round coverage of the French Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Hideki Matsuyama is the leader. He's at 11 under. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. And it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. A lot of distance to carry here for her second out of the bunker.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know, might even sneak a birdie.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players gotta recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit. Just like that.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And she's going to hold on at 5 under. Coming up on the longest par 3 on the course, the 244-yard 14th elevated tee looking down on a green protected on the right by 3 bunkers. Wind can be a factor here, so club selection is critical. That winds up way left. That's going to leave a very awkward distance to somehow try to save par. Now a second to this par 3.
Well, that was nearly very good. Just the speed of the green taking that one away.
I'd have stared at that one too long. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And she'll drop back down to 3 under. Up next, the 529-yard par 5 15th. Narrow fairway sloping right to left demands an accurate tee shot. Long hitters can reach into, but beware that bunker guarding the front of the green.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Okay, that's how you bounce back right there off the double at the previous hole. Frank, a chance to get it all back right here.
Yeah, that was great composure. Could easily be sort of like licking your chops, feeling down, but all of a sudden just to stand up and hit a shot like that, impressive.
Well, that's not a very confident stroke. That was well short coming back up the hill. This one moving left here for birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And she'll move 4 under par. What a good-looking hole this is as we begin our closing stretch. The 16th is just 151 yards. Elevated tee. You look down on that green. You see the two bunkers on the back. The mistake you don't want to make, it's obvious. That small pond on the left. And again, if the winds are swirling, and they can here, it can be a tricky club selection. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
This putt's going to feel like you're heading through tar as we go back up the slope, and it is going to push the ball from right to left.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and she'll remain at 4 under par. On to the final 2 holes here at Evian Resort, starting with the par 4 17th. It's only 335 yards, so it's possible to get this close. However, those trees to the right have been known to knock down attempts to drive this green, and the sloped area left of the putting surface is nothing but trouble. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
And it's a solid start to the 17th. Good tee shot opening up the green, all the way uphill, so be careful that you've got enough club.
Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. From 4 feet for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And she'll move now to 5 under par. You love a finishing hole where you can make something happen, where you can do something memorable. And that is the 18th here at Evian. It's 478 yards, and it's not a par 4. It is a par 5. So definitely a good chance to get it home in 2 and maybe make that eagle and be smiling all the way to the clubhouse. Some big drives tonight. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Iona, a second coming up.
And it's an excellent tee shot, but now it's a risk and reward approach as we look to that water which sits in front of the green, so no margin to miss this short.
That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. It landed so softly.
Yeah, how about that? Birdie, then eagle at 17 and 18. And that will be one more shot than in round one, a 67, followed by a 68 here in the second round. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
You know, they certainly did.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the lakeside town of Evian-les-Bains, we bring you live third-round coverage of the French Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Novello is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Your leader is Japan's Hideki Matsuyama. He's currently at 16 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Oh, yeah, that is a beauty. Is that going to get the slope? Yes, it will. Check this out. Woo, that's going to keep right on going. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
He does have a bit of an incline to navigate, but other than that, this shouldn't move much at all.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Here we are at the 352-yard par 4 11. Uphill, dogleg left. Drivable for long hitters. That's right, if they can draw it around that corner. 5 bunkers on the right side of the fairway. The only real trouble off the tee.
Well, there's no doubt that ball deflected off the tree. Could have gone anywhere. So really, when you think about it, that first cut is fine.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
This from 7 feet. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11. And her score is going to stay right where it is. We come now to the 437-yard par 4 12th. Best play off the tee is to fly the bunkers on the left side of this right-to-left sloping fairway, giving you a good angle to the green. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
She's looking at 122 yards left to the flag and the pin on the back portion in the left-hand side of this green.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Not quite enough pace on that putt. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And she'll remain at 9 under. This is a demanding par 4, and it is the longest one on the golf course here at Evian. The 13th is 503 yards, dogleg to the left, and you have bunkers on either side of the fairway. If you do smother this one and hit it left, you tug it, that's trouble over there. You're probably not going to get home in 2. So the ideal spot is on that right side. That'll give you a good angle into this green. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
It's a beautiful tee shot, taking full advantage of the kick you can get down this fairway. It's fast, it's got a lot of fire in its belly, and now we've got a great look at the green.
And this is looking really good.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. This is a big par 3 right here. The 14th is 244 yards. Doesn't play all of that because the tee, as you can see, is elevated. That green happens to be well protected by 3 bunkers on the right. The winds can be an issue here, so there's a lot going on. This will take your best shot.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2. And with that beautiful use of the flop shot, it's a good chance, really, to get up and down.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And she's going to stay at 13 under. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Champions Course at Evian Resort, it's live final round coverage of the French Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's really putting things together. He's at 22 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, far back to start this final round, 8